7-day blog challenge. Day number 5. Creating your blog's main page, going live with a new blog post, and also the importance of pillar content. So today we're going to be walking through the process of how to create a main page for your blog. So far we've just been adding blog posts and they're stacking up one by one on our main page. But now we can actually build a main page so that when people come to our site, they'll see a static page and then can also access all of our other blog posts as well. At the same time, we're also going to be adding our third blog post to our site, and I'm also going to be talking about the importance of creating pillar content for your site. And by this, I mean really creating 5 to 7 articles that you're going to continually reference to on your website, and those are going to be the main articles that are going to drive the most traffic and interest back to your site, so that whenever you write new articles, you can continually reference back to those as your main resource articles. We can get started by logging into the dashboard area of our WordPress site. You should all be familiar with this now. And the first thing we're going to do is go to Pages. We're going to go to Add New, and this is actually going to be the page that will appear when we go to the main page of our blog. So as always, I'm going to have this content pre-written for you. I'm just going to create a title right here as well. How to start a blog with Zach Johnson. And we can also customize this so it looks really good. Highlight the different areas to make the content stand out. We can italicize this. We can add a picture over here. Select one from our computer, drag it over. I'm going to right justify this one. As we can see, it pops right in here, so it'll show a picture of me and my dog Foxy. So this article right now is just basically telling you about myself, my story, because when you go to zachjohnson.net, that's what you're going to want to know about. And we're just going to clean up this content a little bit and make it so different areas pop out and it's easy for people to see. So let's see, we can do this, like that. We can also link to the contact page. Right here it says, feel free to contact me at any time. So I'm just going to go like this. Type that in, go to contact. We can link right to our contact page. We can also link to other references in this as well. Link back to my other website. Then we can also add another image in here as well. Just grab one from the computer. This is all pretty simple stuff, just showing you the usuals of how to add content to a page and make it really pop out. So here we have our page, looks great. Gonna highlight this, make it bold. And then we are going to publish this page. Now the difference with this is that this is a page and we previously have been making blog posts. So now if we go to our website, we can see that it looks the same as usual. Everything here, we have our blog posts, but what happened to the page that we just created? So if we want to make this the main page of the site, we go back into WordPress dashboard area, go to settings, click on reading. And right here, instead of it saying your latest posts, we're going to click on static, and then we can click on the blog page that we just created. We can then go to save changes, and then we can go back to the website, click refresh, and we should see that our page is now the main page of the website. Just go to zachjohnson.com, and now you're going to see this great article on myself, while also being able to access all the previous blog posts as well, which you can see right here. Now, since we don't have all of our latest blog posts appearing on the main page of our site, what we're going to do is change out this section right here that says recent posts and actually update it with a better widget that will show your latest blog post and a little icon for each. And that's going to be easy to set up. You can just go right into WordPress again, click on the widgets section, and instead of recent posts, we can get rid of this one. We're going to drag this one over that says MTS recent posts. And here we have the recent post. It's titled that. How many do you want to show? We can set it for 5, even though we don't have that many yet. I'm going to leave show thumbnails, get rid of post date, and then click save. So now when we go back to our website, we can refresh it again. Now we can see each of the blog posts we've written so far. And again, we can clean this up and actually add this content in here as well. So by the end of this video series, I'll actually have a section right here that says how to get started with a blog of your own and link to each of these individual blog posts, because those are considered the pillar content for our site. So now the next thing I want to do is add the next blog post to our website. And all we have to do is log back into our WordPress dashboard area, click on posts, go to add new, add in some new blog content, add a title for the blog post. And again, we can just clean this up a little bit. We can make this like that. Give this a header tag. Italicize this. Let's add some images as well. I'm gonna add a few images now this one time, all at once. Drag over 3 images, let them each load. Get rid of these captions. And now since we have multi-sections to this article, we can actually clean this up. So we're going to take this gardening image and move it right here. We can get rid of this image. We can leave this one here for the target audience. And we have one more section here that talks about how to make money with a blog. So we can actually add an image for this as well. So now you can see this article looks really great. It has lots of images, lots of content. And again, we want to link back to one of our previous articles. So to do that, we can find, for example, let's see where it says, if you wanted to start a blog, we can link on this one. Start a blog. It'll show us our previous article. And we can also click on the blogging resources as the category. As you can see, this is a great looking article. It's about 1,000 words, walks someone through the process of how to create content for their site. And again, everything is laid out for the people here so they can follow it step by step. So what we have to do now is also add a featured image. We can select one here. This one looks good with the great content. And the last part we need is to actually update the Yoast SEO. Once all this looks good, we can click on the publish button. It will go live to our main page, and then we can move along with the process. So here's the live article on the blog. You can see how it looks with these great looking images. We have our bullet points. Everything's broken apart nicely. It has all of the headings and titles in place. And we can also see that it is now appearing in the recent post section as well, with a nice header section and image. We can click on any of these and it'll send us back to our previous articles as well. Now what I also wanted to talk about was creating the pillar content for your website. So if we go back to the main page, you can see this site is all about how to start a blog. So everything on this site should be focused on how to start a blog, the processes you have to take, and making it easy for someone to follow. So no matter what I'm going to be talking about, there's going to be references to how to create the best content, picking your domain name, and how to start a blog, or even using WordPress and setting up your web hosting. Those are going to be the 5 main articles of the site that I'll continually reference back to. So we can add them up to the navigation section here, or we can add them within our content. And that's something that's going to keep happening throughout this video series. No matter what you are creating a blog about, just make sure that you always have content that is working for you and really can work for the long term, because you don't want to just have to keep coming out with new blog posts all the time. You want to be able to reference articles that you've already written that provide the most value, because most people that come to your website for the first time, those are going to be the most valuable articles for them. So be sure to create content that's continually working for you. Don't just try and cover every topic in the world. Find exactly what your audience wants, cover it in as most detail as possible, and then lay it out on your website and make it easy for them to find.